Hi, I'm Dylan, and to my right is my friend Valerie. We're here to show you how to pack your equipment so that you can ship it back to Dish. This demonstration is intended for when you are permanently returning your equipment to Dish. If you are just exchanging a receiver, be sure to follow the instructions that came with your replacement for returning your equipment. So before we begin, let's make sure you have everything you need.
Before we get started, check that you have the following items: the receiver or receivers you're returning, the remote or remotes that came with each receiver, a Phillips head screwdriver, packing tape, and the return shipping box sent to you from Dish.
You should have received a shipping box from Dish that contains a protective plastic bag or bags, return shipping label, packaging instructions, and protective shipping foam.
Now, depending on your receiver model, your box may have come with enough material to ship one receiver or enough to ship two. Don't worry if you have enough material to ship two receivers, but you are only shipping one. In this video, I'll be packing up two receivers, and Dylan will be packing up one, just for demonstration purposes. The protective foam that came with your shipping box might look like this white foam here, the gray foam I've got here for two receivers, or the gray foam for one receiver that Dylan has over here.
To seal the box when we're done, you'll need some packing tape. If you don't have any handy, you can pick some up at a nearby store. If possible, avoid using duct tape. Most UPS shipping locations will have it available as well.
Next, let's be sure you have everything ready to pack and ship to Dish. You will need the receiver, the remote controls that came with the receiver, the switch, and the LNB. The switch is typically mounted near the cables that enter your home, while the LNB is attached to the Dish antenna mounted on the outside of your residence. This antenna might be on your roof or someplace that's not easily accessible. Only attempt to retrieve the LNB if you can do so safely. Please use caution when using a ladder or climbing on the roof. If you can't safely reach or disconnect it, please don't risk it. Your safety should always come first.
Let's get the receiver prepared for shipping. In the box we sent you, take out the plastic protective bag and the protective foam. These are important items because they keep the receiver and its sensitive electronic components safe during shipping.
Please note, for your safety, unplug your receivers from power before attempting to remove any cables or components.
All that should be connected to your receiver is the power cord. To help prevent scratches or other damage, remove the UHF remote antenna if one is attached. You can set this in the box after packing the rest of the equipment. Let's place the plastic protective bag around the receiver. This acts as a protective barrier, preventing scratches that could mark the surface.
Next, place the protective foam on each end of the receiver. Remember, the protective foam may not look exactly like what I have here. Refer to the packaging insert that came in your shipping box if you're unsure. If you have two receivers like I do, it's helpful to place the foam down flat like this and set each receiver in place before placing foam on the other end.
Go ahead and gently place the receiver or receivers in the box. You should see two spaces divided by a separator that are still empty.
If you were able to retrieve your LNB, place it in one of the empty spaces. Be sure the LNB sits as flat as possible to prevent shifting during shipping. Next, if you were able to retrieve your switch, place it in the other empty space.
Now place the remote control or remote controls in the remaining empty space. Don't worry if the remotes don't sit completely flat. The most important thing is that the remotes remain separated from the receivers and the LNB.
After everything has been packed, seal the box with good packing tape. Peel off the label's protective backing. This will expose the adhesive. Stick the colored label over the original shipping label. You may want to copy the Dish return authorization number and UPS tracking number for your records.
Drop off the package at the nearest UPS drop-off location. To find the drop-off location nearest you, refer to the packing instructions that came with the return kit. Visit ups.com/drop-off or call UPS at 1-800-745-5877 and follow the voice prompts. If you're unable to drop off the package yourself, you could also schedule a pickup at your cost.
And that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, feel free to visit dish.com/chat and click Chat Now under the Customer Service heading. You can also call us at 1-800-333-DISH. That's 1-800-333-3474. Thank you for your time and have a pleasant rest of the day.